Titled The Masked Game, Neymar had always had everything he could possibly want: money, fame, a life of luxury. But over time, the grandeur of his career had distanced him from something essential: simplicity. He felt like a distorted reflection of who he once was, living in a world where smiles were bought and acts of generosity forced. The life of a celebrity had become empty, and he longed for something more genuine, more human. That's when the idea struck him. A simple, yet transformative plan. He would disguise himself as a beggar and ask for food at one of his own restaurants. His goal was not only to see how people would treat him, but also to experience the humility he had lost. To see the world through the eyes of a stranger, someone without prestige, without masks. Little did he know that this experience would lead to discoveries far greater than he ever imagined. The transformation. In the days leading up to his journey, Neymar prepared meticulously. He hired a specialist to transform his appearance, covering his skin with dark makeup, his hair messy, and his clothes dirty. When he looked at himself in the mirror for the first time, he almost didn't recognize the figure reflected back. The man who had once been adored now saw himself as invisible, and the feeling of being just another face in the crowd weighed heavily on him. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but the desire to feel the simplicity of life again was stronger. The restaurant, the invisible world. As he entered the restaurant, the opulence around him seemed even colder than usual. The luxury and sophistication which had once attracted him now irritated him. People passed by quickly, with mechanical smiles, exchanging hollow glances as they smiled for the camera, completely ignoring his presence. Neymar felt like a stranger in the very world he'd helped build. The aroma of the gourmet food filling the air seemed to contradict the bitterness of his own emotions. When he approached the first waitress, a simple glance at her revealed the indifference that dominated the place. She didn't see him. Her eyes, fixed on the movement of the customers, were empty, as if he were just another face to be ignored. That was when he saw her. Anna. Anna, the young woman with a dream. Anna, a waitress with dark brown hair and bright eyes, didn't seem to fit in that environment. While others treated the customers with the cold courtesy of people merely doing their job, Anna seemed to genuinely care about the people around her. When she saw him standing there on the edge, her gaze wasn't as indifferent as the others. She saw him. "Can I help you, sir?" Anna asked, her voice soft, a rare honesty that to Neymar sounded like a breath of fresh air. He didn't know what to say. She was so far removed from the world he knew. She didn't treat him as a celebrity, but as just another person. The simple question made his heart tighten, as if, for the first time in a long while, he was truly being seen. "I just want a glass of water," Neymar replied, trying to sound casual. Anna quickly returned with the glass of water, but as she handed it to him, she paused for a moment. Her eyes were no longer fixed on her duty, but on him, on that strange man, as if something deep within her soul recognized him, even though he was disguised. Neymar, for an instant, felt lost. What was that look? It wasn't judgment. It was curiosity. Anna then leaned in slightly, almost imperceptibly, and said with a gentle tone, "You know, the food here is good, but it tastes different when you're not just feeding your stomach, but your soul." These words struck Neymar deeply. He thought about everything he had achieved, but the emptiness he felt, the lack of purpose. She, a simple waitress, seemed to understand something he could no longer access. Anna's struggle, the challenge of effort. In the following days, Neymar returned to the restaurant, increasingly intrigued by Anna. He watched her work, and what caught his attention was not just her qualities as an employee, but the determination with which she faced everything. Anna didn't come from an easy life. She worked double shifts to support her family. Every day she fought to improve, to stand out, to escape a situation that seemed unchangeable. She was the first to arrive and the last to leave. Her work ethic was unparalleled. But what impressed Neymar most was the dignity with which she treated others, regardless of who they were. During one of their breaks, Anna shared her story. "My father always wanted me to be a doctor, but I knew I had to help my mom and my siblings. I worked various jobs before I got here, and here I know I can learn, grow. Maybe one day I'll have my own restaurant," she said with a spark in her eyes. A simple but powerful dream. Neymar was impressed. She wasn't speaking arrogantly, nor was she dreaming of luxury. She wanted to grow honestly, to earn success through hard work. Life's challenge, an unexpected request. A month later, the restaurant faced a crisis. An investor threatened to pull out their financial support, and the kitchen, which had been running smoothly, began to experience problems. The pressure started to mount, and it was at that moment that Neymar had an idea. The solution was right in front of him, in Anna. She had always been so dedicated, so committed. He knew she could be the key to turning the restaurant around. At the end of a shift, when the last customer had left, Neymar sought her out. "Anna, you have a different perspective on things, and I need that. I'd like you to take over as manager of my restaurant. I'm sure you can do something amazing here." Anna looked at him, unable to believe what she was hearing. Her, a waitress, being invited to manage a luxury restaurant. It seemed like an impossible dream, but she knew this was her moment, a chance that might never come again. She took a deep breath, and with her eyes shining with emotion, she responded, "You believe in me, Neymar. Even though you don't know anything about me, my past, my struggles." Neymar smiled, a genuine smile, something he hadn't done in a long time. "I believe in effort, and you have what it takes." A new chapter. Anna became the manager of the restaurant. The transformation was extraordinary. Under her leadership, the restaurant not only survived the crisis, but reinvented itself. She brought a touch of humanity, focusing not only on the excellence of the kitchen, but also on the well-being of the employees. Anna understood that without a well-treated team, there was no success. For Neymar, watching Anna bloom as a leader was one of the greatest rewards of his journey. He realized that true wealth was not in his luxury empire, but in the ability to transform lives, by giving someone like Anna the chance to shine. Conclusion: the value of simplicity. The story of Neymar and Anna was truly one of transformation, not just Neymar's, who by disguising himself as a beggar discovered the true essence of being human, but also Anna's, who, through her hard work and dedication, conquered the world on her own terms. Neymar understood that the greatest power didn't lie in fame or money, but in the ability to look at people with an open heart and offer opportunities. And Anna, with her determination and humility, knew how to seize the chance life gave her, becoming not just a manager, but the renewed soul of an empire. And so, Neymar's empire was not merely rebuilt, it was transformed.